been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mount Kid, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then this time, better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you is.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
To throw right away is Howell. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Johnson.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Here's second and 10. Fields. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Fields pass intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Howell. That is caught. And he's going to have the Commanders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Dotson in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 31-yard line.
Now Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now Fields going to move him around.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson.
And he'll get this to the 32. But you look at this defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it's Fields. Being chased out left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Commanders 3,
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm eager to see how they use Scott in their offense because this is a sprinter in pads out there. Out wide, in the slot, from the backfield, wherever. Each touch is a potential big play with him. And in this case, it was a first down.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields out to the flat here for Johnson. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now they send a man in motion right. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Here we go Johnson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Commander defense able to hold. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Here's Howell.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Commander's 7-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A final shot before the break. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Santos' kick is up and through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. The field's going to change things up here. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, here's the option. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a third down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Open man here is Scott, complete. Touchdown! Tyler Scott, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Commanders 3. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19 Lions. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels. Street. Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first. followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Brissett slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 56 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. A strong running. Still going. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Brissett to throw on first. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
You got a mini basic. Why not?
To throw is Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 98 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That play reminds you that the rich got richer as the league's best rushing offense. Added Johnson in the draft. Spent his college career in the shadow of teammate Bijan Robinson in Texas, which hid the fact that Johnson is quite capable of shouldering an offense.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is intercepted. Running free at the 45. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He finds his man Johnson. And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did?
Here we go.
It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
11. Sit high.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Running from the gun, Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Well, after he punted that ball, he's probably frustrated that they had a sizable return against his punt, but he made amends by stepping up to make the tackle.
Yeah, he made amends and probably covered a few of his teammates who didn't handle it very well, because once the return breaks like that, you're thinking touchdown, and he prevented it with a nice play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Johnson running left. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing. Brissett. Complete. It's Dodson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They